Good evening guys, and today is 22nd March 2019 and this is Daily Current Affairs brought to you by Ekam IAS, and our topics are Navroz, SmartSet Software, World Water Day and Real Estate Investment Trust, and our usual session MAP and PQRS. And our very first topic is the Navroz. Recently yesterday the Prime Minister has greeted the nation on the occasion of Navroz. Navroz is nothing but Navroz or Navroz is nothing but the Persian Iranian New Year. Persian or Iranian New Year, and the word now means new and Roz means day. Navroz means a new day. And likewise in our Gregorian calendar, the first month is January, and in the Persian calendar, the first month is called Farvardin. Farvardin is the first month, and the first day of the first month Farvardin is called the Navroz. Usually the Navroz is coincided with the March equinox or spring equinox. So the day Navroz is celebrated globally on March 21st, and it coincides with the spring equinox. Okay, and Navroz is predominantly celebrated all over the world, including Central Asia, Balkans, Middle East, India and any other regions where Iranian people are there. And another concept which is important is the Haft Scene. Haft Scene is nothing but in the day of Navroz, in Iranian or Persian households, a table will be arranged and that will be decorated with 7 items. 7 items, and the name of these 7 items will start with the Iranian or Persian letter Scene. That is the Haft Scene. Haft Scene is a table. There are 7 items are arranged in the table, and all of their name starts with the Iranian letter or Persian letter Scene. And the name of the table of this particular arrangement is the Haft Scene. And the 7 items may include, you can see in the picture, Sabze. Sabze means wheat or barley grown in a dish. You can see it, it is evident. Samanu. Samano. Samanu is a sweet pudding which is made of the wheat. Okay, sweet pudding is also there. Sanjat, Persian fruit, it is a Persian fruit. Serke, it is vinegar, and Seeb, that is apple, and Seer, it is garlic, and Somak, sumak is kind of a fruit in the Iranian region. So the Haft Scene, you can see Haft Scene is a table arranged with the 7 items, and then all the name of the items should start with the Persian letter Scene. And the name that I told you, Sabse, Samanu, Sanjay, that are not important. Anyway, you have to know about the Haft Scene. And our first news is about the Navroz. Navroz is the first day or the beginning day of the Iranian New Year. And the now means new and Roz means day, that's a new day. And the first month of the Iranian calendar is Farvardin, and the first day is called as the Navroz. And universally the Navroz is celebrated in March 21st every year, which coincides with the spring equinox. And the Navroz is celebrated worldwide, including Central Asia, Balkans and the Middle East Peninsula. Okay, and our next topic is the SmartSet Software. SmartSet Software. When we launch a satellite into the space, the hardware and software part of the satellite cannot be altered afterwards, even when the system in the ground changes. So that is a usual period of a usual period for the satellite is 10 years, usual working period. So when the system in the ground may change, but we cannot alter the system in the satellite. And this is one problem faced by the satellites. And a solution for this, a new solution for this is the SmartSet software. And the SmartSet software is launched by the company Lockheed Martin of the United States. The company name is not important. And by using this software, the satellite can be accessed or operated like smartphones. As the name suggests, SmartSat means smartphone kind of satellites. And by enabling this software, we are able to have more computing power and capable of receiving updates within minutes instead of days or weeks. And another important feature is that now we are using satellites having single processor, but after having implemented SmartSat, we will be bringing multi-core processing to the satellite. And you can see the picture and some additional features of the SmartSat. You can see adjustable bandwidth is there, multi-core processing, adaptable beam footprints, flexible architecture and faster to build. These are the additional features of the SmartSet software. And our next topic is the World Water Day. We know today is March 22nd, today is the World Water Day. And the World Water Day is coordinated by the UN Water. It is the United Nations internal agency for the all freshwater related issues. And the theme for this year's World Water Day is leaving no one behind. Leaving no one behind. You can see the theme. Leaving no one behind. And there is a caption, water is a human right. And you can see the image. And in 2010, the United Nations established that access to water is a human right. So the theme is in consonance with the United Nations, which in 2010 said that the access to water is a human right. And the theme is also in conformity with the Sustainable Development Goal 6, that is SDG 6, which aims to ensure availability and sustainable management of water for all by 2030. So today's World Water Day, and the theme for this year's Water Day is the leave no one behind, and water is a human right. Yes, water is a human right. According to United Nations in 2010, the UN established that the access to water is a human right. And also the theme is in conformity with the SDG 6. We all know what is SDG 6, that is, it aims to ensure the availability and sustainable management of water for all by 2030. And also another important report is there, that is UN World Water Development Report, WWDR, UN World Water Development Report. And the report is published by UN Water each year around the World Water Day. That's all about World Water Day. And you need to focus on the report, that is World Water Development Report, and the report is issued by the introduced by the UN Water. And our next news is about the Real Estate Investment Trust. Some of the main issues faced by the real estate sector in India are people or investors are not ready to involve in real estate sector because of the risk involved. We know that various risk involved in the real estate sector. Okay, for liquidating the money, if we purchase some 10 acres of land and we want to sell it for our daughter's marriage, it is very difficult to liquidate the money if we do not get a buyer. So that kind of issues are there. If the price of the land falls, maybe the price of the land may fall. That time we bought the land for 5 crore rupees, but we would only get 1 crore. Okay, some kind of risk are involved in the real estate sector. Another problem is that more people are not ready to invest high capital values on real estate, or they are not able to. If I have a 5 lakh rupees, it is not able to purchase even a cent of land in some cities. So that is very difficult. More people are not ready to invest money, or people do not have money to invest in the high commercial real estate ventures. So these are some issues regarding liquidation, investment of money, risk involved, exiting and all. So here is the panacea for all these real estate related issues, that is the REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust. REIT is similar to mutual funds, but in mutual funds we are investing in equity stocks, while in the REIT we are allowed to invest in the income generating real estate assets. And REITs are registered as trust, and this trust is listed in the stock exchange. These real estate investment trusts are listed in the stock exchange. If any person, any investor who is interested to purchase units of REIT, he can directly purchase from the stock exchange. And one of the main issue, if you want to move away from the risk involved in the real estate sector, you can directly involve in the REIT. So that there is less risk is involved regarding the liquidation and all, because the investors can buy units of REIT and also sell units very easier through the stock exchange. And the liquidation is very easy when compared with the physical property transaction. And if you do not have money to purchase a land, you just spend 2 lakh to purchase units in the REIT, because the minimum amount required to put into REIT is 2 lakh. So if I have a plan to buy some lands or invest money in the real estate sector, but I do not have much money, so if I have just 2 lakhs, I can invest in the REIT. So the amount is also reduced. And if I purchase a plantation and I am expecting some returns, but due to the crop failure, the expected return, I have not got the expected return. So in order to tackle this, REIT is a solution, because this REIT works as trust, and usually the trust distributes 90% of its income to the investors by dividend. So that would provide a stable income for the unit holders. So REIT is a panacea for the real estate related problems. REIT is similar to mutual funds. While mutual funds allow us to invest in the equity stocks, but REIT allow us to invest in the income generating real estate assets in the stock market. And these trusts are listed in the stock markets. Investors can sell or buy stock units or the traded in the stock market. The minimum amount is 2 lakh, and almost 90% of the profit are shared as dividends, so that the investors will get a stable income from investment in the REITs. And our next session is the map. On map we have Golan Heights. Recently the US President backs the Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. US President supported the Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights territory. Golan Heights is a hilly area having border with Lebanon, Syria, Jordan and Israel. This is the location you can see. It is bordering with it is a hilly area bordering with Israel, Jordan, Syria and Lebanon. And before 1967, the Golan Heights was part of the Syria, but the Golan Heights was captured by Israel from the Syria in 1967 war and annexed to the Israeli territory. And also you can see the Golan Heights is near to the Jordan River Valley. And I already told you Golan Heights is the territory occupied by the Israel. Now US President backed the claims of Israel regarding this, but the international community believe that this is the occupied territory of the Israel. Golan Heights is a fertile land in which Israel is doing the grape cultivation, and Israeli wine is very famous all over the world, and this wine we get from the Golan Heights grape cultivation. Anyway, our topic is the Golan Heights. Golan Heights is a hilly area bordering Lebanon, Syria, Jordan and Israel, and the Jordan River Valley is on the west side of the Golan Heights, as you can see. Earlier, the Golan Heights was part of the Syria. In 1967 war, Israel captured Golan Heights from Syria. And our final session is the PQRS. And in PQRS, we have a question from 2012 prelims. And the question is, consider the following kind of organism: 1 bacteria, 2 fungi, and 3 flowering plants. Some species of which of the above kinds of organism are employed as biopesticides? And the options are A, 1 only, B, 2 and 3 only, C, 1 and 3 only, and D, 1, 2 and 3. And we all know about biopesticides. Biopesticides are nothing but animals, plants or organism that is used to destroy the pest. The organisms or plants that is used to destroy the pest are called biopesticides. Mainly there are 2 kinds of biopesticides. One is the microbial pesticide, which contains microorganisms such as bacterium, fungus, protozoa and virus. So the microbes or microorganism which destroys the pest are called microbial pesticides, which may include bacterium, fungus, virus and protozoa. And a best example for a microbial pesticide is Bacillus thuringiensis or BT. BT have a protein, and BT have the ability to kill some kind of larvae of the insects such as moth. And the next category of pesticide is the plant pesticides. As we all know, flowering plants can also be used as pesticides. Example, neem. Usually we use neem as a biopesticides. So coming back to the question and the statement, and bacteria, fungi. Bacteria and fungi are part of the microbial pesticides. And statement 3, flowering plant is a plant pesticide, and as an example of neem. So all of these 3 are examples of biopesticide, and the answer for our question is D, 1, 2 and 3. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. For detailed news and explanation, you can refer to the PDF which is provided in the description section. And keep watching and supporting us. Please do like, share, comment below. Good night.